Welcome to SendLayer, reliable email deliverability made easy. In this video, we're going to show you how to set up SendLayer on DreamHost. In your SendLayer accounts dashboard, click on the orange Add Domain button at the top of the page. If you've already set up a domain on SendLayer, you won't see this button. Instead, you can click on the Add New Domain option on the left sidebar. On the next page, type in your site's domain, and then click on the Add Domain button. SendLayer will then generate the following types of DNS records for you: CNAME and TXT. Each of these records has a host name, value, and time to live that's specific to your domain. You'll need to add this information to your site's DNS settings for each DNS record that SendLayer provides. To do this, you'll need to open a new tab and log into your DreamHost account. Be sure to keep your SendLayer account open on a different tab, as we'll need to go back and forth between them when pasting the new records into DreamHost. On your DreamHost dashboard, click on the Websites tab on the left sidebar menu, and then select the Manage Websites option from the list. On the next page, you'll see a list of any websites you have hosted on DreamHost. Find the domain that you just added to SendLayer and click on the three-dot menu icon. From there, select the DNS Settings option, which will take you to the DNS Settings page for this domain. On the Records page, you'll see a table that contains a list of all of the DNS records for this particular domain. You'll also see an Add Record button that you can click on to add any new records to your domain. But before we begin adding in any records, there is something very important to take into account. When SendLayer generates DNS records for your site, your domain is included in that record, as shown here in the hostname value in the first record. However, some services, like DreamHost, will automatically add your domain name to a new DNS record when you add it to the table, so you'll need to be sure to remove your domain from the hostname value and only include the subdomain. Let's go through adding in our first CNAME DNS record as an example. Tab back to SendLayer and copy the host name from the first record by clicking on the copy icon, and then go back to DreamHost. Click on the Add Record button, and then select what kind of record you're going to add from the available list. In our case, we're going to select CNAME. After selecting the CNAME option, you'll see two fields appear: Host and Points to. Paste the hostname value into the Host field and delete the .example.com domain, leaving only the SL subdomain. As you can see, DreamHost will already add your domain to the record for you, so you don't need to have it written twice. Tab back to SendLayer, copy the value, and then go back to DreamHost and paste this into the Points to field. You won't need to modify this value in any way. DreamHost's default time to live is 5 minutes, which is the same as SendLayer's, so this can be left as it is. Afterwards, click on the Add Record button. You should then see your newly added record listed in the Records table. When you're done adding the first record, repeat this process with the remaining SendLayer records. By the end of it, you should have added a total of 4 CNAME records and 1 TXT record. When you're finished, go back to SendLayer and check the box labeled, "I have added these DNS records and am ready to proceed." Afterwards, click on the Verify DNS Records button. Please note that it can take up to 24 to 48 hours for DNS changes to propagate. If you'd like to check if your domain has been authorized, you can return to your SendLayer dashboard and click on the Settings tab to find your DNS records under the DNS Records and Settings tab. Once your domain has been authorized, you'll see green check marks next to each of your DNS records. And with that said, you've now successfully set up SendLayer on DreamHost. If you have any questions or concerns, be sure to visit SendLayer.com and check out our documentation page, which has tons of different written resources and step-by-step guides to help you even further. If you need any extra help, you can always visit our contact page and reach out to our support team.